Chelsea striker Timo Werner believes that his goals will soon start coming. Roy Keane, former Manchester United captain, says that Liverpool might go another 30 years without winning another trophy. And lastly, Zlatan Ibrahimovic of AC Milan has done a 500 club after scoring his 500 club goals. These and many more football stories when I return. This is the Man for All Season Kaiser. I'll be right back. "39 years old and still scoring amazing goals." I'm talking about Zlatan Ibrahimovic of AC Milan, who's been able to score 14 goals so far in Serie A. And overall, he has scored 501 goals in all his club career goals so far this season. Now, that goal tally rose over the weekend when they trashed Crotone by 4-0, where Zlatan scored 2 goals to keep pushing his goal career tally all to the top. And for his coach, Mr. Pioli, who was very effusive in praise when the match ended, he said that they are happy to have somebody like Zlatan in their ranks, and they believe that Zlatan is still going to spend more years with the club, and spending more years with the club means he's going to continue scoring amazing goals. So far in top Serie A this season, highest goal scorer in Serie A has been Ronaldo Cristiano, who's been able to score 16 goals so far. Second to Zlatan, who's been able to be 14 goals in the same tally with Ciro Immobile and Romelu Lukaku. Now, so far, Zlatan has been able to play about so many clubs in the world, playing clubs like Manchester United, PSG, Juventus, and second stint he has with AC Milan, a club like Ajax, and a host of other clubs. He's been able to be a very huge inspiration to other footballers around the world. Let's see what happens. Will he continue to play? We'll see, because we love to see him keep putting up all those good performances right there in the field of play. Chelsea striker Timo Werner is excited and is being positive that his goals will start coming again for him for the Chelsea colours that he signed this season. And that particular word came from him when Chelsea won Sheffield United by 2-1 over the weekend. Even though he didn't score goals in that match, he made both assists to give Chelsea the 2 goals to make them lead over Sheffield United. The first goal was an assist he made to Mason Mount. Second goal was a penalty which was fouled upon him when Sheffield United goalkeeper brought him down in the 18-yard box. And he said that he's very, very hopeful that goals will start coming. And still about Timo Werner, Chelsea's coach, their new coach, Thomas Tuchel, said that he's very sure and certain that Timo Werner's goal will start coming, that he sees the amount of energy and hard work he's putting into his career to make sure that the result starts coming for him. And if you can follow Chelsea in some of their trainings, you see how all the players are really hungry and willing to see Timo Werner start pushing all the results, because a lot of price tag was put upon him. What happens? Chelsea will be playing their FA Cup midweek, and then next weekend they'll be taking all the fights down to Newcastle. What will happen? We'll see if Timo Werner will continue with his goal scoring form, or the assist tally will still keep rising up for him. At the wake of their 4-1 defeat at Anfield over the weekend, Liverpool Football Club came at the end of a very big verbal attack from their fans, and more importantly is that came from Roy Keane, former Manchester United captain, who said that Liverpool might take another 30 years before they win another trophy in English Premier League because of the embarrassing performance they put out at Anfield on Sunday. That match ended 4-1. 2 goals from Man City came from Eke Gundogan, who had made a hat-trick, but he blew a chance when he missed a penalty. The 3rd goal came from Raheem Sterling, but the 4th goal came from Phil Foden. He said that he's tired of the Jurgen Klopp, Liverpool coach, giving all the excuses about Man City having 2 weeks COVID break before the season started, and saying that those are not excuses, that they should have mentality of champions, and saying that players like Virgil van Dijk being absent is not enough for Liverpool not to actually put out the performance we want of them. He said that players like Kevin De Bruyne and someone like Sergio Aguero were not present, but yet Man City were playing at a very ruthless pace, and he expects Liverpool to have that same mentality like Pep Guardiola's men if they really want to be for the title this season or next season. 2 goals from Tosin Omoyele of Enyimba Football Club of Aba was enough to drown Plateau United, who came visiting over the weekend. The first goal from that team came at the 27th minute when Omoyele met a very fine corner that was caught by Anayo Iwala to score it. And before the first half ended, Omoyele had to score and make it 2. Second half started, and Plateau United were doing all they could to actually get into the game. But Enyimba were so resistant to all the attacks, but it gave way at 76th minute when Plateau United scored to make it 2-1. And so far so good. That was all they could do before Enyimba had to hold out to make that match 2-1 at the final scoreline. So far so good. Enyimba has been able to play 9 games in all competition, and they are clear with 6 points in the NPFL table, 21 points. Second league club, which is Rivers United, which is second with about 15 points in the NPFL table. I'll be bringing you all the updates from the EPL table, German Bundesliga, Italian Serie A, as well as the Spanish La Liga. I'll be right back. Alright guys, these are the stories I have for you from this segment of Sport on the Go. Follow us on social media handles at MyColorTV, no space in beats, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, as well as Facebook, and I'll bring you up to date around the world of sport. This is the man for all season, Kaiser. I guess I'll see you when I see you. Stay safe and bye-bye.
MyColorTV, life in living color.